Previously in the Insiders.
Number 5. Valerie Graves. On December 30th, 2013, 55-year-old mother Valerie Graves was found brutally murdered in her bedroom in the £1.6 million house in Bosham, West Sussex. She was house-sitting for friends. She died just days after celebrating her birthday at the mansion with her mother Eileen, her sister Jan, and her sister's partner Nigel Akers. She was house-sitting for family friends, the Chamberlains, who were on holiday in Costa Rica. Although no signs of a struggle were found, a post-mortem revealed that she had suffered severe head injuries after being hit with a claw hammer around midnight. The weapon was found 600 meters from the house. Most traces of evidence had been washed away by water apart from Valerie's DNA and a partial profile, which indicate that the suspect was a man. But no match for this profile has been found, and her killer has not been found despite a £10,000 reward for information being offered up by police. Number 4. Alastair Wilson. Alastair Wilson spent Sunday, November 28, 2004, taking a stroll along the Scottish coast with his wife Veronica. After returning to his home in Nairn, a seaside town in northeast Scotland, he had dinner and tucked his 2 young boys into bed. But hours later, a strange man came to the door asking to speak to the 30-year-old banker. Mr. Wilson was shot twice in the head and once in the body, leaving his wife and children left without a husband and father. Baffled police have yet been unable to solve this murder, but in December 2016, they revealed more about the gun that was used to kill Alastair. A gun identical to the 1920s Hannel Schmeiser that killed him turned up at a local house clearance sale. At the time, a caller rang a radio station saying they know more information about the crime. Hannel Schmeiser are rarely found in the UK, and there have only been 13 of them recovered there since 2008. Police believe that soldiers may have brought the guns back to the UK following the Second World War. Number 3. Paul Savage. Postman Paul Savage was brutally beaten to death with a wooden baton as he carried out his delivery round around 7:15 a.m. on February 4, 2003. The postman's body was only discovered when the owner of a property in Mold, Wales, went to his car a short while later. He had been repeatedly beaten around the head so violently that the base of his skull was crushed. 2 young men wearing hooded tops were seen running away from the spot where Mr. Savage was found, lying beside his bike in the snow with his mail bag. Police learned Paul, originally from Sale, Greater Manchester, had a lengthy criminal record stretching back some 10 years. It was discovered he had been jailed for 9 months for possession of drugs with intent to supply after being caught with cannabis worth more than £1 million. Upon his release from prison, he left North Wales for Mold with his wife Charlotte and 4-year-old daughter. North Wales police carried out a full investigation, which lasted until 2009, and made a fresh appeal for witnesses in May of this year. The force said there have been no recent updates into Paul's murder. Number 2. Julia Webb. Middle-aged mother Julia Webb was bludgeoned to death in woods near her home in Sandalway, Cheshire, as she walked her Labrador in February of 2005. Puzzled as to why his mother did not return home, her son Christopher went looking for her on his bike. He spotted the Labrador, who led him to his mother's body. Police launched a massive manhunt for the killer and offered a £30,000 reward for information about them. The force is still attempting to trace two men seen in the area at the time of Julia's death, an older man with a red walking stick and a George Michael look-alike with a designer stubble driving a silver Ford Orion. Number 1. Hammersmith Nude Murders. Our last unsolved mystery surrounds a series of gruesome murders in Hammersmith in the mid-1960s. Some 80 years after Jack the Ripper terrorized the East End of London, the killer known as Jack the Stripper wreaked havoc in West London. Like Jack the Ripper, his victims were prostitutes, though instead of using a knife, the stripper developed a bizarre form of killing by asphyxiation through a sexual act. 6 women were killed in total over the course of the murderer's year-long killing spree, each with a gruesome array of injuries. The investigation bore fruit when detectives discovered a paint sample which perfectly matched the paint flecks on the victims' bodies beneath a covered transformer at the rear of a building on the Heron Trading Estate, North Acton. Better still for the investigators, it was found to face a paint spray shop. It seemed an arrest was imminent. Statements were issued telling the public the suspect list was being dwindled down to 20. One of the suspects was a security guard who drove a van and had access to the North Acton Trading Estate. His duty rota fitted perfectly with the 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. routine of the killer. Was this the stripper? Well, that was it for this video. For more top 10s like this, be sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. We will see you again in the next segment of The Insiders. Until then, watch the previously uploaded videos on this channel.